It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another video for Season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a new theory when it comes to the upcoming episode of Fear the Walking Dead, Season 6, Episode 12, which is called In Dreams. This theory has to do with Grace and the possibility that she will get a remixed version of the Judith and Lori death from the comic book that happened during the Governor story arc. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we get into this, if you're not a subscriber and enjoy the content by the end, consider subscribing to join our community, share and smash the like button, and press the bell to be notified when we upload. So with that said, let's dive right into it. So obviously, based on the teasers, trailers, and images that they've released from this upcoming episode, Season 6, Episode 12, which is called In Dreams, it's likely that we're gonna get a big character death. And that big character death is likely to be Grace. Now, I've already done 2 other videos breaking down the trailers and also another one talking about whether I think Grace is gonna die or not, but this video is going to specifically look at a theory that has to do with how she might die if she ends up dying. Obviously, in this particular episode, Grace has hallucinations or dream sequences because she may not be doing too well. She may be going into labor and she might actually end up getting really sick and dying as a result. Now, what's very interesting is that we never actually got a remixed version of the Lori and Judith death that happened during the Governor arc in the comic book. Obviously, in the comic book, during the last battle at the prison with the Governor, Lori ended up getting shot and ended up getting killed. Obviously, she was carrying Judith, her newborn baby at that time, and they both ended up getting killed. And that was like one of the darkest scenes that happened in the comic book version. Obviously, they didn't do that in the TV version. They did a remixed version where Judith actually survived and Lori died during childbirth, but they never actually did a remixed version of this exact same scene. So we never actually saw a mother and a newborn baby dying at the same time during like a battle or something of that nature. There was a time where we actually thought they might give that to Rosita and her baby, but that didn't happen. But obviously at this point, they can just skip it because it was something that happened a while ago and they don't need to do it again. But at the same time, there is a possibility that they might do that in this particular episode. And the reason for that is because the writers and even the actors and actresses have been coming out and saying that this is going to be a pretty dark episode and that we're not going to be ready for it. And early reviews even have said that it's going to be a pretty rough and emotional episode. And they wouldn't really say that unless we're going to get a death. And I think for them to go that extra mile to call this a dark episode, that means that something must have happened to both Grace and her baby. Now, I'm not saying that she's gonna get shot and killed alongside her baby like Judith and Lori in the comics, but what I am saying is that we might see a remixed version of it where there might be some sort of a gunfight going on between Morgan and the End is the Beginning group, where Grace may actually end up getting shot. And obviously, a result of that may be her hallucinating, having these dream sequences. And that's where the old man Morgan scenes would come into play. And I think what we might see at the end of the day is a situation where either Grace dies, but her baby is rescued by possibly June, or a situation where they both die. But it's not gonna be like she's gonna get shot in the stomach or anything like that. I think that there's a possibility she's gonna get shot, but I don't think that the baby's gonna die right away unless she just ends up getting killed and they're not able to rescue the baby. Something along those lines. I think that might actually make this episode fit more in terms of why it would be called a very dark and emotional and rough episode. But obviously there's also a possibility that they might not do any of that and Grace is not even gonna get shot or killed or anything like that, and they might just be calling this a dark episode because of entirely different reasons. But with all of that said, I'm definitely very interested to know everyone's thoughts and opinions. Do you think that Grace is gonna end up getting killed in this episode? And if so, do you think that she's gonna get killed alongside her baby, or do you think that they're not gonna go that route? And also, what do you think about this comparison or theory that they may be doing the Judith Lori comic death this way in Fear the Walking Dead? Share your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. If you're not a subscriber and enjoy the content, subscribe to join our community and press the bell to be notified when we upload. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.